and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nita. We need to stop blaming victims for staying in abusive relationships and start supporting them to enable them to leave. By understanding the many barriers that stand in the way of a woman living an abusive relationship, be it emotional, psychological, financial, or physical threats, we can begin to support and empower women to make the best decision while holding abusers accountable for their behavior. Those who have never been abused often wonder why a person wouldn't leave an abuser. They don't understand that living can be complicated and dangerous. Living is often the most dangerous time for a victim because abuse is about power and control. When a victim leaves, they are taking control of their life, and this could threaten the abuser's power and cause him to retaliate. Aside from this, there are many reasons why women stay in abusive relationships. Number one is danger and fear. One of the most important reasons why women don't leave is because it can be incredibly dangerous. The fear that women feel is very real, and there is a huge rise in the likelihood of violence after separation. The fear of bodily and emotional harm is very powerful, and abusers use this to control and keep women trapped. Abusers repeatedly go extremes in preventing the victim from leaving, thereby issuing threats of hunting her down, harming all the children, and all her loved ones if she attempts to leave. So a victim's reasons for staying with an abusive partner is extremely complex, and in most cases are based on the reality that the abuser will follow through with the threats they have used to keep them trapped. And the victim in violent relationships knows their abuser very well and also know the extent to which they can go to make sure they have and can maintain control over the victim. So the victim literally may not be able to safely escape or protect their loved ones. So the fear of what will happen if they leave the relationship is what keeps them back. And to some, the fear of homelessness may be their only option if they leave. And number two is trauma and damaged self-worth. Imagine being told every day that you are worthless and the impact that this has on your self-esteem. Some of the unfortunate distortions are the damage to the self that results from degrading treatment. Many women felt beaten down and of no value because they have very limited freedom to make decisions. They are often traumatized and they are often told, you can't manage on your own. You need me. So fear is constant and they live in the world of everyday terror. Abusers erode their partner's self-esteem with constant letdowns and blame. It can be easy for the victim to believe those statements and think they are the cause of the abuse. So the third reason why women stay in abusive relationship is because of shame, embarrassment, or denial. It's often difficult for someone to admit that they have been abused. They may feel they have done something wrong by becoming involved with an abusive partner. A common worry is that friends and family will judge them. Perpetrators are often well respected or liked in their communities because they are charming or manipulative. And this prevents people from recognizing the abuse and isolates the woman further. The perpetrator often minimizes, denies, and blames the abuse on the victim. So victims may be ashamed or make excuses to themselves and others to cover up the abuse. And number four is cultural and religious reasons. Traditional gender roles may influence a person to stay in abusive relationship. And in some cultures and religions, ending the relationship would bring disgrace to the family. And number five is isolation. Domestic abuse often relies on isolating the victim, whereby the perpetrator works to weaken her connections with family and friends, making it extremely difficult for the victim to seek support. Perpetrators will often try and reduce a woman's connection with the outside world to prevent her from recognizing that his behavior is abusive and wrong. Isolation leads women to become extremely dependent on their controlling partner. So the sixth reason could be that she loves him and she wants to be his savior. So often the victim feels love for their abusive partner and desire to help, with the hope that they could change them. Abusive people are often charming at the beginning of a relationship. So the victim may hope that their partner may actually go back to being that person they actually met at first. So they may only want to stop violence and not end the relationship. And number 7 is because of the children. So they put their children first, sacrificing their own safety. They fear losing custody of the children if they leave their abusive partner. They fear the abuser will hurt or even kill the children. And to some, it's because they wanted their son to have a father. And number 8 is lack of money and resources. Financial abuse is common in domestic violence relationships, whereby a victim may be dependent on their abusive partner for money and resources. So without money and resources, it can seem impossible for them to leave the relationship. And this reason is especially prevalent if the person lives with the abuser. And the last but not the least, which is number 9, is that the victim believes that abuse is normal. They may not know what a healthy relationship looks like because they may have grown in an environment where abuse was common. So they may not recognize that their relationship is unhealthy. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, share this video, and you can as well share your own reasons why women stay in abusive relationships in the comment section. I will see you in my next one. Bye.